देखिए तो একটু উপরে নিচে হয়ে গেছে না
আচ্ছা আমি ঠিক করে নিচ্ছি আমি ঠিক করতেছি
Save. উপরে একটা লেখা রয়েছে সেটা আসলো না নাকি একটা আগে দিও
আমি দিতেছি
এটা সাব দিলে হলে গাছ ধরে ওটা হলো মানে টেকনিক অলরেডি সাম 12 স্টুডেন্টস and also teachers have joined. Good afternoon, students. I hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am okay. Students, please write in the comment box whether the sound and writing is clear or not. Oh, students, you are welcome to join with our class. I expect the highest number of students will join here to take part the class. Okay, is the sound okay? And also is the writing is seen? Please write in the comment box. Sure, sir. Please, can you please comment whether the sound is clear and also writing is seen? Shahina Aziz, walaikum assalam. Please write in the comment box whether you can hear me or you can see the board. Is there any problem of Yes, Shahinara, please. Anyone comment whether you can hear me or is this, and the sound is clear. Today we shall discuss on writing part. Actually, writing part, you know, it is usual thing. You will memorize it or learn it, and you will write it in the copy or exam script. In fact, it is not so. Writing is an art. Writing is an art. So to write, offhand writing, or to write something smartly or systematic way, you need to follow some rules and you need to understand some points. Students, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please. Or can you see me? Is there any problem of seeing me? Seeing the writing? So, I believe you can hear me and sound is clear. Also my face is also seen. So in my camera, in my mobile phone, I think it is okay. So composition writing is an art. And you can write it creative way. That is creative writing here. You can show your creativity art of writing, and also you can think or express your idea there. That is why I'll try to highlight some points so that you'll be able to practice composition and to write composition by yourself. Here I'll discuss some points. I think you got it, or you have learned it, or you have seen some point about it. Yet I have taken this class, or I have decided to take this class only to give you some information that will be helpful for you to write well. Usually you are writing composition in the exam script, and I have seen that most of the students wrote it. That is, most of the students wrote it, not understanding the matter. They memorize it from the book, but it is not at all so. And one thing I have seen that many students write composition taking information from the same source. That is, you have a book which is prescribed from the school, or which is prescribed someone, you are learning it and writing it. And some students also don't do it, they write themselves, but not following the same system or some points. So today I will try to give you some information about this matter, how to write a good composition. First of all, if you want to write a composition, or if you want to write a creative writing, you need to understand the question which is placed in front of you, which is given in the exam question. Suppose you are told to write about a composition on a journey by boat. By boat. You are told to write a composition on a journey by boat. Now, question is that how will you write it? Whether you will memorize, either you memorize it or you will write it yourself from your experience. That is the question. Either you will memorize this question or you will write it from your experience. If you have such kinds of a journey by boat, that is good. You will write such experience, give a starting point, and also describing something about your experience, and also what your feelings, and as well as you will find you will go to a conclusion or ending point. You go to an ending point. Okay. So, sound is clear. To write a composition, I have some idea, and I have learned it by studying some sources, and I will try to share it with you. Suppose you are told to write about this. Now, you are told about an unknown condition, unknown matter, but you are told to write. It is composition. So I have taken some point and I want to share it first. Here I am showing it in the board, which points you need to understand. You can see here in the board I have hung what you will do to write a composition. Is it simple? What will you do to write a composition? Suppose this is here. What will you do? At first you will try to understand the question. You will try to understand the question. Which type of question it is? Now you have got the question. Whenever you have got the question, if you think that, or you may think that, okay, I have memorized it, now I will start to write it. But composition writing does not say that or does not demand this actually. Composition writing means you are writing creative way. So take the problem and now think the problem. Think about the composition, which type of composition it is, what will you, how will you start, what will you write. First one, you can say understand the question. Okay, known question is that journey by boat, aim in life, daily life, and cow, goat. But if you are told something confusing question, or if you are told to write something about a question which is not clear, suppose you are told to write a nightmare or a dream you had dreamt, a dream you dreamt last night, then it is problem of writing something about it. You can be easily be creative one, but if you understand this point, first question, understanding the question, you will start to write. Second, brainstorming or plan and schedule. You are told to write composition, now you will plan how will you write this composition. You will plan how will you write the composition. Or brainstorming, that is, okay, journey by boat, it is my experience, I have made a journey, so I will write it. Now, if you have practical experience or if you write from your experience, naturally it will be an excellent one. And if you can do it this way, then brainstorming means you will think about the journey, you will make a plan, you will make the points, when did you start, how did you start, who were with you. In my exam scripts, I have seen that students are writing something, they are making journey from Dhaka to Narayanganj. In fact, most of the cases there is no reality here, there is no realistic point here. Dhaka to Narayanganj is a long distance, and I don't know if anybody has this kinds of experience, but you are writing, some students write it and present it in the exam script. It is not real. So what will you do to make it realistic or to make it near to reality or realistic? You will try to understand what will you present, how will you present it. Okay, now you have thought about it, but your idea is not clear, your idea has problem, you cannot present it proper way, or now you can go to another source, read widely. Number 3, read widely. If you read any topic from different sources, one has written about a journey by boat from Chabad to Nobinagar or somewhere this way, from Borishal and Zilla to any place to Borishal district. You can easily write because there are many places. And another thing I have noticed that sometimes we have not collection of good ideas. Okay, so read widely. To collect your ideas or to accumulate your ideas, you need to read widely or have good experience. Since you don't have good experience, now point is that you will read about this from different sources. Think about the topic. Search in websites where there are many sources to help you. Clear? Just to write good one, good essay, good composition, read widely, think about the topic, or search in websites where there are many sources to help you. Okay, now you have understood idea and you have taken or you have chosen an idea, you will write about this. You have chosen a place, you have you have selected a suitable journey of your friend or from the sources. Now write a plan to make a realistic one. Okay. Last one. Number 5. Write in clear handwriting. Actually, if you have good preparation, if you have good knowledge about any topic, if you have seriousness about a scoring mark or obtaining mark, you always try to present it clearly. You always try to write your handwriting neat and clean. It may not, it does not mean that your handwriting will be so nice, but it must be distinctive and clear so that the teacher can understand your writing. Teacher can evaluate your presentation, your idea about this. And last 2 points, write academically. So if it is given for academic writing, then you will do this. Academically, that means academic writing. Sometimes, somewhere, you different kinds of composition are given, and there it is necessary to think different way, and I will show you such kinds of problem also next. Last of all, give an ending task or conclusion. Give an ending task or conclusion. I think I am able to understand you, to convince you what I want to say. I want to say you can be creative, your idea can be creative, and composition writing is a creative point. Since the students of Scholars School and College are quite good at English, so they can easily, and I think our students are very much creative, our students are quite talented, because they are enjoying such environment, such situation, so they can easily think about a topic different way. There, my suggestion is that please practice the systems, the points which I am trying to inspire you. I am trying to tell you that somewhere you are not such prepared, somewhere you are not such prepared, and you are writing something, and teachers have to evaluate your answer script confusing way, not confidently, because your presentation was not, or your presentation is not so clear. Okay. Now I am going to discuss another point. How many types of composition? It is just idea to know how many types of composition. I will try to highlight about this. Usually there are 4 types of composition. There are four types of composition. Usually, or you can classify composition in 4 types or 4 kinds. They are descriptive, narrative, expository, and argumentation. So I think I am writing here to, one is description or descriptive. Another is narrative. Number 2, narration or narrative. Narration or narrative. I think it is narrative. Number 3, exposition or expository. Exposition or expository. Expository. And number 4, argumentation or argumentative. ARGUMENT. Argumentation or argumentative. KT. Usually there are 4 types of composition: description or descriptive, and narration or narrative, or exposition or expository, and number 4, argumentation or argumentative. So students, don't comment which does not go with the class, please. And I am to thanks many guardians and many students, those who are very much regular. Nabil Mouli, and thank you very much. Jaria, Ilma, I am seeing your comment. So I again express my gratitude or thank to you because you are joining my class. Only I have 59 students are watching persons. I need more students. Really sad. You are not trying to honor the classes. I'm sorry. I request you, please, guardian and also students. Guardian and students, be regular in the classes. These points, I think, never discussed in the class. I think so. I request you, join it, note it, and also if you miss the class, watch this class after my class. And if it is time to study. Okay, so here usually there are 4 types of composition, or generally, but some writers or some idea proves that there are more other kinds of composition. I have written it and I want to show it, but I will not discuss this detail about them. Here I will show another page to you where I will show you that there are 17 types of essay or composition writing. Here I will show you another page where you will see that there are 17 types of composition writings. Here this page. That is, I will read it out, but here I am showing you. You can see how many types of definition essay, narrative essay, descriptive essay, expository essay, persuasive essay, argumentative essay, and analytical essay, comparison and contrast essay, cause and effect essay, critical essay, process essay, synthesis essay, explicatory essay, rhetorical analysis essay, review essay, simple essay, and also research essay. So you can see there are many kinds of essay writings, and here explanation also given. I have collected it from the internet, and I have I am showing you so that you can understand. Actually, common practice is not at all a practice. You need to gather versatile knowledge. You need to have good knowledge about any topic about English. Remember, it is your English version students. You need to study more and more. Your parents are sending you to be good at, to be fluent, to be very much known to be excellent in English. So only studies, huge study can ensure your matter. Otherwise, it will be a dream. It is a dream, and it may not be true if you don't study 6 hours, 7 hours daily. If you don't give attention this way to the class. Okay, so I have tried to describe about it. I have tried to tell you about brainstorming. And brainstorming, I explained it, and I have also showed you some points. I think it will be very much helpful to you to write. And students, yes, now I can see okay, plagiarism, that means copying from other one. Sometimes you need to collect ideas or points from the poet, or quote. You need to quote from the good writers. You need to gather knowledge from good hands, and that is called plagiarism. What, copying something from others to enrich your writing. If you write composition, you need to proliferate it, to flourish it, or to write it, I think, correctly, and also have giving some information, good information, so that your teacher will be pleased to see the writing that you worked hard to prepare yourself. And that is why plagiarism means just getting point from other sources. Getting point from other sources. Okay, now let us try to go to practice other thing. Already I have discussed how will you write composition. Now I want to discuss other point, that is, in your syllabus there is email. In your syllabus there is email, and I know you can write it. Here I also have noticed that all students write, most of the students write same thing. Although your idea can be different, your writing can be different, just changing some points, not every line, but changing some idea. Suppose you are told to write an email. You are told to write an email. Email. I noticed that our students mostly copy from the book. Mostly try to copy from the book. But it is not so. In the book there is written a name of a company or company, and student writes, all the students write the same company. But there are many companies in our country, but they write about same they write same thing when they answer the question. And I noticed it when I saw that. I told the student to write cancelling check, write an email to the bank officer for cancelling check. I noticed that students copied it from the book. This is not my problem. Problem is there that you don't think outside the box. Suppose that think that in your book it is written, just you are given an idea about a topic. Now this idea is given, it does not mean that you thoroughly write this. You can look outside the box about this. You can write another person name, company name to write such kinds of email. But very much sorry to say that most of the students directly copy it and make the writing low quality. Because when I say that, on the examiners see that same types of writing are written all the students, then they realize that they are not creative, they don't think about the problem, they just wrote it, they just have wrote it, and now this they have presented it in their script, not thinking about the problem different way. That is not creative, not practicing that he has or she has capability to write different way. I request you, I always inspire the students, so please don't be so much addicted to memorizing everything from the book and it is collected from the same source. Try yourself your writing, taking help from different source, make notes, and also those who are interested to get good marks, their writing, their presentation must be praiseworthy, appreciable, so that the examiner will mark you without thinking anything. Remember, it is your handwriting, your neat and cleanness, and as well as your presentation is very much important. When we examine board exam copies, we give the students 95% number, 97% number. That means when a student gets 97% number, that is he has or she has written something exceptional, where I don't have any way to deduct his or her number. So this is a quality. This is a quality of a student to present perfectly, to present his writing properly. That is why here I will try to give you some example about this. Suppose email writing. Email writing in our school we are teaching you to write from, to, send, subject, and it is going on as usually. And you may know that it is American system. So from, to, send, subject. This is the system. From means the person who is writing the email. Suppose I am the person Ismail 1975 @gmail.com. To so I am going to write cancelling check. It is just example, cancelling check. So I will write to the manager of a bank or officer of a bank to the email. So I must address the person whom I am going to write. That is, I can say cancelling check means it is concerned matter to the bank. So I will write to an officer about this matter. I will write to an officer about this matter. So I must have some clue, that is manager or manager. I write, suppose it is manager Janata Dhanmondi, because there are many branches at the rate of, or Dmondi or DMD, Dmondi, suppose Dmondi at the rate of Yahoo or gmail.com. Since I am writing this email to an officer of a bank, because I am going to request the bank to cancel my check, so I must write it to the officer of a bank, and that's why managers on the bank. And if you write it, another example, the cancelling check totally related to bank, so you cannot write other thing. Managers on the bank, and only that is, it is, since you are writing about cancelling check, but it does not mean that everywhere you write it, because cancelling check matter is related to bank. If you write any email to your principal, then you will write principal scholars school and college at the rate of symbol. This is the idea. If you write an email to me, if you know my email ID, that is okay. But if you don't know me, if you write an imaginary email, then you will write Ismail sir at the Ismail Hussain scholars school and college at the, suppose imaginary, kaল্পনিক, imaginary writing, then you write it. Since you don't know the manager's address accurately, but you need to write about this, then you will write manager Das Bangla, manager Janata Bank, manager UCB Bank, manager Shyamanta Bank, manager BCIC Bank, manager, there are blah blah blah, many banks, and I think you want to cancel, you said you will address manager or an officer if you know the officer's address, officer's email ID. Then send time. Actually, I don't have any mandatory rules about it. Send time. In your book it is written, suppose that Monday 7:30, Monday 9:30 a.m. Monday, date, Monday, suppose 6 May 7:30, 9:30 a.m. Always try to be something real. Always try to be something real. Here, you write send time is Monday, 6 May, 9:30 a.m. and subject obviously must be for cancelling check. This is the usual format, and I think in your exam you will answer following this format. But in real life, actually, though we regularly have to email to another one, and the students those who are living in Dhaka city, the students who are living in Dhaka city, the students who are the students who are living in the city must know how they know very much how to write an email where there is a confusion actually, and I don't want to confuse you here. I just want to remind you that it is given in the okay, it is given in the format of international email format to CC, BCC and subject. That is, when we write email to, when we write email to when yes, it is not plagiarism. Lamia Astral, I want to say that it is not plagiarism, it is copying. Copying does not plagiarism. It is no collecting information. Bonicher, sorry to say, I am in class, and that's why I cannot I cannot pick your phone now. If you have any query, please let us share. If there any problem, please write comment, sir. Yes, I again want to say, plagiarism does not mean that it is one kind of corruption. It is just for the case of a student, it is just copying something to enrich his writing, to write something properly. Okay, so I want to say I don't want to move here. If you move it, it will be question of this blurry. Okay, just it is an idea. I have written and I am telling this is just from means writing email to the person who is writing the email. That is, suppose I am here and I have written it, and it does not mean that you will memorize it. Just I am writing the points so that you can note it. Our students always practice it. Suppose it is here, my handwriting is something smaller, little, and that's why you cannot understand. I thought that is the question. That is from, to, send, and subject. Our students always practice it, and so just I am giving ideas that it is the system. But whenever we go to send email in our practical life, we don't have this system. It is American system. It was practiced. Now I think time being you will understand it. So don't be confused about it. In the examination you will write this format. From, suppose I am writing this, smile1971@gmail.com to to whom I am writing it, that cancelling send, that means I am writing to the manager of the bank or officer of a bank, so I am writing to the officer. And send time and day and also day. Then subject is, okay, so please follow these rules. And about email, I am reminding you this. And writing pace. Last class, I told you to memorize some compositions. And these two compositions are, last class I told you to memorize composition, the season you like most, and also use and abuse of television. Last class I told you your home task was, students, USW was the season you like most, the season you like most, and number one, and number two, use and abuse of television. Uses and abuses of television. TELIVI. Last class I told you to memorize or to learn to prepare these two compositions. Students, now truly I have only a few students present here. Okay. Last class I told you to memorize these two compositions. The season you like most, April syllabus, and use and abuse of television, May syllabus. I want to see those who have learned or who have studied it at home, write in the comment box whether you have studied it. Students, write in the comment box whether you studied it. I am requesting you, be studious, study at home. Be studious, study at home. Don't waste your time. You have a lot of time. You need not to go to school. You need to, learning is you wish. If you seriously study, your parents can easily help you. Now your parents are at home. Most of the parents of our school are very much educated. They can easily cooperate you. And many students of our school have their helping hand, teachers, seniors, those who can help you to study. It is your wish, it is your willingness to prepare yourself. So I have told you to memorize these two or to learn these two compositions. The season you like most. Already notes are given, notes also given in my site. I posted notes related to this composition and also to emails. Could you do it? Desh Asharji, yes. Okay, now I have written broadly or big way and also wiped it. Okay, I have written something and I think yes, Monisha, thank you to understand it because I have explained it, and if they can hear me, they can easily understand what I want to mean. It is email system, email ID, how to send an email. I have given you this, and students, those are saying that's blurry because their my handwriting was something smaller, and that's why it was blurry. And now later I have corrected. Thanks, Monitor, for understanding me and also sharing me. Yes, Monitor is again repeating it from to send subject. Okay, yes sir. Okay, I do understand. That is not question. Since I am telling. Okay, yes, Shami Hassan, I think they know it. Just I am telling the points so that they can write it, not be confused about practical email writing, and also practical email writing and also a bookish knowledge. So I am about to finish because already Shirasa has thanked me, and I am about to finish about it. Next class we shall have another class, another topic. I will announce it, and your home task is. It was your home task. Now today you will practice email, formal email and formal homework or home task. Home task. Home task are formal emails of April and May, and also formal letter of April, May. I think April and May. I repeat, home task. Next time you will learn this. Formal email of April, May and formal letters of April, May. That is, you have 2 formal emails in your syllabus in April, May, and also 2 formal letters. And here some formal letters you have already learned in class 6. So it is one kind of revision. Please students, don't waste your time. Be careful about your study. Be serious about learning, and the topic which will be discussed next class, I will discuss it. I will post it in my site and class 7 site. Thanks a lot, and if I have any limitation, I think I have prepared well. And Shirasa, thank you. Again, Munish sir, thanks sir, and Shamimi, thanks. All of you are cooperating me. Many thanks. Allah Hafiz. Khud Hafiz. All of you.